Yeah, welcome back to Bobcat. We're down at the reloading bench. I want to show you the gun we're going to be shooting later on and the target we'll be shooting at. First I'll show you the gun. This is a Rossi RS22, and usually I've been shooting these targets with a red dot, but I decided it's really a challenge with a red dot for me, and I thought, well, I'll try something with, put this cheap scope on. So this is a 2.5 to 10 scope, and we're going to shoot it at 2.5 magnification, 6 magnification, and then 10 magnification, freestanding at the indoor range, to see if it makes any difference. Sometimes upping the magnification when you're freestanding can make things actually a little worse, because if you move around, the magnification just throws things around that much more. But anyhow, this is the gun. It also has actually has a laser built in. I don't know whether you can see that on the table there or not. I sighted it in, and actually did sight in that laser too at indoors at 10 yards using a bore sighter, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. A bore sighter, it's just a laser again, and you just slide it in the end of the gun, make it solid, and then put it, for me, I have a target on a wall across our house, which is close to 10 yards, and then I'll sight the either scope or red dot in along with the bore sighter to get them matched up, and it gets you in the ballpark for shooting. And by the way, this gun is empty, no magazine. But anyhow, so that's what we're going to be shooting. And let me put this away. And I've shown this target before. This is the target we're shooting at. These are 3.5-inch targets here, 6 of them, and taking 3 shots at each target. So you end up with 18 shots. And if you're really good and you put all of them in the center, you can come up with 180 points. Now, I never get close to that, but it's always fun shooting anyhow. So that's what we're doing. And again, we're going to be shooting the gun at 2.5 X magnification, 6X, and then wide open at 10X. And I don't know if it'll make much difference with the way I shoot, but we'll see. Anyhow, thanks for being here. Challenge target, 10 yards. Scope setting at 2.5, Rossi RS22.
What's this when you're zipper? Well, I can try using mine now.
Okay. got a rat rod. On the other end.
I have another one. But this one, I did, I didn't send this one. I get him.
Next time you come, put a 24-inch dowel with
Yeah,
it.
and
Go ahead and
Okay, Rossi RS22, scope at 6x.
so you see how there's keep it pointed, the muzzle down in.
Rossi RS22, 10 yards, federal automatic, and with a scope setting at 10x.
Yeah, mortar it off on the.
Yeah, this is Bobcat again. Want to show you the results of our shooting with the low-cost scope and the Rossi RS22. First, this was the sight in. Did some down here, made some adjustments, brought it up here a little bit, and I think before I shot, I actually moved this to the right and up maybe just a hair. But that was where we started at. And then this is the results of the shooting. This was again the Rossi RS22, used shooting Federal auto match, and at 10 yards an indoor range, freestanding. And this was with the scope set at 2.5x. And this was pretty bad shooting. I scored it here, 18 points, 23 points, 24 points, only 7 points, 17 points, and 17 points again, for a grand total of 106, which is not good at all. And then I changed the scope to 6x and did it again to see if it made any difference, and didn't make much difference. Actually, at 6x I was actually worse. 25, 8, 9, 17, 8, and 21 for a grand total of 88, which was actually worse than the scope setting at 2.5. And then I moved it up to wide open for that scope, which is 10x, and ended up with a 14, a 23, an 18, a 28, a 15, and a 19 for a grand total of 117, which again is not good. But so the gist of it for this test for me was I didn't shoot any better by setting the scope tighter up to 10x. But again, this freestanding, I move around way too much, and I think sometimes having a scope set higher actually just moves you further around on your target. So that was my issue there. It wasn't good. It was fun, but wasn't good. So anyhow, thanks for being here. We'll close this up shortly then. Appreciate you hanging with us. Everybody take care.